Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a few moments today and we're going to do a deep dive into some of the changes and some of the trends happening in new construction in 2025 and beyond. Some of you might be thinking about buying a new home, and others of people might be thinking about doing some renovation or maybe changing something they've got going on in their existing home. And so we're going to take a look at some of the best trends going forward. And we're going to break this down into two separate categories. The first one that we're going to look at is going to be newer construction materials and energy efficiency. We're talking about really the pieces of the home. The second category that we're going to be looking at in this video today, what are some of the technology features that we're starting to see in new construction homes? So follow along with me and let's take a look at what's happening in new construction. In 2025, energy efficiency isn't just an exciting option, it's getting to be the standard for new construction as we go forward. So let's take a look and see what are a few of the things that are changing when it comes to efficiency inside the process of building new homes. The first thing that we're starting to see is solar power. No question that when it comes to supplemental energy, it's definitely on a lot of people's minds as they look to build their new homes. And of course, a lot of times today, solar panels are more efficient than we used to see in the past. So more builders today are either prepping homes to receive solar energy or are starting to build it in as one of the features right out of the gate. The second thing that we're seeing in new construction today when it comes to energy efficiency is we're seeing upgraded materials when it comes to insulation. Our homes are getting smarter, and so is the way we insulate them. So ultimately today we're seeing more natural materials being used in insulation, and we're seeing higher and higher R factors for a lot of these properties. For those of you that aren't aware, R factors are what determines how quickly heat begins to escape from that enclosed space. The higher the R factor of our insulation, the better insulated it is. And today we're also seeing more energy efficient windows. From triple pane to low E windows, we are seeing windows that are doing a much better job at stopping the loss of heat and power as it goes through and out the window. The third thing that we're seeing today is more energy efficiency when it comes to heating and cooling. And of course, there's definitely these amazing systems out there like Geothermal. And of course, there's so many other options today when it comes to heating your home. But even if you're looking at the traditional gas warm forced air or even propane heating in the home, we're starting to see that these furnaces are doing more with less fuel when it comes to creating heat. And with our 93 and 97 plus furnaces out there, there's no question that energy efficiency is one of the big pluses in new construction today. The last thing that we're going to take a look at is the construction materials themselves. Yep, even they are getting greener. Years ago, when I worked in the construction business, a lot of our flooring systems were created by 2x12. And of course, today, it's a rarity to see original dimensional lumber in floor systems. Why? Because in order to make that 2x12, we typically need a tree that's somewhere between 18 and 24 inches to get that lumber out. With today's new composite lumber, whether it's engineered lumber or whether it's an actual truss system being used in the floor, we're seeing that we can use younger and younger trees to create the wood that develops these floor systems. Of course, the other big advantage in today's modern flooring systems is their ability to span longer distances. So not only are we using younger trees, saving some of the older growth trees and letting them go on, but we're also in a situation where we're spanning longer distances with this type of lumber. So in essence, you can actually do a lot more today with less and still be able to span longer distances. And of course, what does that lead to? It leads to a lot of open floor plans, and it leads to a reduced cost in the amount of lumber that goes into building a home. The second big trend that we're going to focus on today is smart technology inside of homes. The first thing that we're seeing more and more builders lean into is smart locks. Having your lock attached to your internet and also accessible by your cell phone is absolutely a trend that we're seeing more and more. Whether it's getting the kids in after school or allowing access to a family member, smart locks allow us so many more choices and so much more security, including keeping a log of who's accessed the home and when. We can even create different codes for different people to come through the home so you know who's going in and out at different times. Smart locks are going to continue to be a trend as we go forward in 2025. The second technology trend, and we're seeing more and more of it every day, is smart lighting systems. All the way into a basic control of all the lighting in the home, and of course in a lot of the most advanced systems, we're seeing control of outdoor lighting as well as holiday lighting. So many homes today are actually built with Christmas/Halloween lights right into the eaves and overhangs. And of course, a lot of this is controlled by a panel inside the home. So it can allow you during the holiday seasons to have the colored LED lights all throughout the house, especially, of course, the exterior of the overhangs and the gable ends, and a lot of those traditional places you would hang Christmas lights. And of course, what happens when we're out of season? A lot of people are switching them into white lights and just using it more as landscape illumination as they're going forward. Smart lights are definitely one of the big trends we're seeing more and more of in new construction today. The third thing that will be no surprise to a lot of you is smart thermostats. Like the Nest thermostat, one of the more popular ones out there, and this allows people to control the temperature of the home at different times for more efficiency. It also allows you to go through and have access from outside the home and be aware even if the system might be down for some reason, whether it's a broken furnace or just a power outage, the smart systems are telling us what's happening with the heating and the cooling inside of our homes. The fourth thing that we're seeing in technology trends in new homes is absolutely security. And of course, one of the big things that we see that is with the Ring doorbell cameras. A lot of them coming standard in new construction today. Of course, the Ring cameras give us a lot of access to who's at the front door, but of course, there's so much more when it comes to security today, including a lot of builders that will focus on as either an upgrade or standard, depending on the builder, security cameras built right into the home to monitor what's happening in and around the home. And a lot of people can get access. If you're in the home, of course, you can absolutely see usually a monitor, but many can monitor it right from their smartphone just the same. So are you on vacation? Do you want to know what's going on with the sprinklers? Of course, a lot of times access to these cameras are going to let you know whether they're working when they're supposed to or not. Or did you get an unexpected delivery? Then hey, our Ring cameras are absolutely going to tell us about that just the same. Last but not least, when it comes to technology upgrades, we're seeing more media rooms specifically focused on theater and of course video games for a lot of these. And what do we see in the media rooms? A lot of times it's lighting to get us the best picture. Of course, it's space to add seating and access to a lot of internet technology as well as hardwired sound systems. We definitely know that there needs to be more access for internet in a lot of these media rooms, as so much of our digital televisions and today a lot of our programming is coming directly from the internet. And it's no wonder why so many of our builders are focusing in on these features to bring the public the things that, of course, they value the most. A lot of times that does come into entertainment. So check it out and see what the builders are offering in your area when it comes to entertainment technology with new construction. So there you have it. Technology and energy efficiency are the two major trends driving forward with new construction today. And of course, thank you so much for watching this video. If you got value, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe so I can keep you up to date on what's happening here in West Michigan when it comes to new construction week after week. And if you or your family is thinking about new construction, reach out to me. I'd love to let you know what options we have here in West Michigan and which builders include some of the features that we talked about in this video today.